Hello YouTube, this is how to acclimate cold water species fish. As you can see here, we have koi, a butterfly koi, and a common goldfish. I'll be showing you two ways to acclimate cold water fish. And here we have another common goldfish. These three fish have come from a cold pond, and it is now winter, getting to be cold at night, so the fish are now going into an aquarium. For some people, you might not have access to a cold water aquarium, so I will be showing you how to acclimate them in a tropical aquarium. In the tank, we do have two other butterfly kois that have been acclimated from the same pond earlier in the year. So I'm going to show you how I did this process. So the first thing you'll do is take a gravel vacuum. And what you're going to do, you're going to get a siphon started. You're going to siphon the water, some of the water into the bucket to get the temperatures mixed up. As you can tell, I don't know if you can, I have now finished filling the tank up. Now what you will do is you will wait 15 minutes before doing anything else to the bucket of fish. Now, as for over here, we have a common goldfish in a little baggie that has the water from the pond, and you will be setting him in the aquarium for 15 minutes, just to let some small amounts of acclimation happen. He is excited. Okay, we have finished. It's been 15 minutes, and now what we were going to do is we'll let him sit for a little bit. Actually, what we were going to do is we're going to take our gravel vac, and we were going to suck out 50% of the water. So we have finished draining the tank, and so now we will pull out the goldfish, just so that he doesn't get, put him in really quick and keep him in there, the temperature changes way too quickly and the fish will die. So it's been 15, maybe 18 minutes, something like that, and he is not showing any signs of temperature acclimation problems. So now that we have this finished, we are going to let this, now that the tank's drained, we're going to let it sit for another 15 minutes for extra precaution. So it's been 15 minutes, and now the goldfish is back in his tank, going for his last session of temperature acclimation. And now that we have this, what we're going to do is finish it, fill the rest of the way back up with the tank water. We're going to fill it the rest of the way up and let it sit for probably 30 minutes, and by then he will be out of his tank, Okay, so it's been 15 minutes approximately, so we will let this guy go. I'm excited. So that right there is one way to temperature acclimate your fish. Now for larger fish, you'll have to use larger bags, and if the tank is really cold, I mean, if you just pulled the fish out of the ice, you were going to probably want to do this method and do it with 45-minute intervals, except not so much, not 50% when you drain it. You'll want to do it around 15% top max. So now I will fill the rest of it away with the rest of the tank. Okay, so we've got to fill it up, and I've waited 30 minutes, and as you can tell, our guys do, so I got a few more minutes, so I might as well tell you something. So sometimes you might want to keep your pond plants going by more. So you can keep them and for over the winter, but I might remind you that they do not do as well in the tropical aquarium because, one, they're pond plants. There's a reason they have pond plants and tropical plants, because they're meant for those places because they don't live well. So some might die, and you might not. Some, like these floating lettuce, they might not reproduce so fast and get bigger bunches. So now back to the fish. Now what you're going to do is once you're done doing however long you want to do it. You can drain some of the water and remove it. It's about 50%, and do it again if you would like to make sure. Or, I'm not going to. Or you can take plastic baggies and just put them in the aquarium for 15 minutes and let them go. It's your choice. But for me, I'm just going to drain it and catch them and put them in. So, your choice, whichever way you feel most comfortable with. So the goldfish and the koi have been successfully into the tank. And now, I would not add this water into your tank because it's kind of polluted, not very safe. So, now that they're in your tank, I would add, they've undergone a ton of stress. So, put a stress coat or something to lower the ammonia, or detoxify it, or I really wouldn't recommend putting in medication because it could, since it's supposed to help heal parasites. Well, they've kind of got their immune system's weak, which it can help, but especially if it's old, it just is not recommended. Stress coat is recommended, or stress sign, anything will work. So, I guess with this specific one, you want to add, what is it, 35 milliliters or something. I just go like this. I just go, yeah, that much works. And then when you're done, then with my tank, I'll do another water change. You'll excess poop and food off the bottom, and it'll be good. So, enjoy.